Hey guys, Taro here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Arnhem checkpoint. Playing for you today, spawning in the north is Antillies950, playing as Soviet Union. And his loadout is Lend-Lease, shock rifle frontline, and advanced warfare. Spawning in the south, playing as Ostia is PaoJ. I'm just going to call him Pao from now on. In his loadout is Lightning War, Jaeger Infantry, and Blitzkrieg. So it looks like he's going to be using the Stuka Close Air Support, which is a very strong ability, though it's receiving changes next patch, so it only targets tanks. So it's probably not going to be quite so popular and potent in the near future. As for the map, checkpoint, I don't think I've cast this map very often. Personally, maybe a bit for Operation Charlie Fox. Personally, I don't really like it as Axis. It's just, I mean, there are a lot of garrisons here in the center. So unless you're playing maybe like Ostrupen, it's just hard to control all of these garrisons. And as OKW, unless you're playing Firestorm, I really wouldn't recommend playing on this map. It's very hard to keep hold of this cutoff as Axis. I mean, there's no cover for you to stand behind. In fact, a lot of negative cover from your side of the base, which just makes it really hard to hold on to this cutoff here. Whereas your opponent's got a lot of heavy cover and even a garrison, so he can really harass that cutoff quite effectively. Southern VP is actually a bit easier to hold on to. It's a bit of cover in every direction, so I do prefer the southern spawn on this map, especially if I'm playing as Axis.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
First couple engagements went on there. We got to see a squad of conscripts. Pretty early retreat there from Antilles. Also went for a 2 combat engineer build. So it's going to give him a bit of capping power. And not a bad idea on this map, going for 2 combat engineers. Means you can get 2 flamethrowers, which are always helpful in clearing these garrisons. See that Pao has gone for a... Oh, I need to turn up my volume a little bit. There we go. The Pao has gone for a sniper. Sniper's typically not as good against Soviets because squad models are usually a lot cheaper to reinforce, so taking one shot at them at a time. Or say it's on a conscript squad, it's 20 manpower shot rather than against US forces riflemen, which would be 28. Was it 32? Either way. Either way is a lot more expensive to reinforce riflemen than it is to reinforce conscripts, so that's why the sniper is so much better against US forces. That being said, US forces do have access to the early M20, whereas it's slightly less likely that Soviets are going to get tier 1 these days, because I mean, penal troops is so garbage. Soviet snipers, nothing to write home about. And the M3, well, you can, I mean, putting flamethrowers in the M3 is no longer anywhere near as strong as it used to be, so you barely ever see tier 1 these days from Soviets. I suppose it is quite a bit safer these days to go sniper against Soviets than it used to be. By that fact. So, early Molotovs here from Antilles, which is interesting. Not a bad choice, but as I always say, a lot of players prefer to just rely on flamethrowers and use that extra fuel to try and rush out their tier 3 units a bit quicker. But I mean, if you were going to use Molotovs on a map, this would be the one. Plenty of garrisons. This one in Le Glaze, classic Molotov play. And it did end up winning him that engagement, forcing that retreat there. I think he's going to make use of it here again against this MG, which is now repositioning out of its throwing arc, so he cancels it. Nice awareness there from the Antilles. And you can already see that Antilles, even playing as allies, having quite a lot of trouble holding onto his cutoff here. Ooh. It's quite a lot of damage to that sniper, but may end up going down on retreat. It's got plenty of health on that model, but let's have a bit of a negative cover here to run across. Ooh, that was a close call. That was a very close call. Conscripts do manage to flank this MG, and it's taking a lot of damage here. May he go down? Why is he running with his squad? Should have just tried to focus fire that down. Conscripts a lot better accuracy just firing stationary. Usually don't like chasing with conscripts. You just stand still and hope for the best. Whereas with semi-automatic rifles of say US forces, it seems to be better to do the chasing.
Standing by. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Though if you've got PPSH's upgrades on your conscripts, obviously that's a good idea to do some chasing. So we see Antilles in a tough spot right now. He's cut off. He's got very little map control. He's actually gone for tier 1 and he's bringing out a sniper, so I imagine this is entirely focused on a counter snipe. As for PaoJ, he's playing a risky game here. Sniper's very low on health in the first place. Only now putting up his medic bunker rather late. He's definitely playing with fire here. Now until he's making a play through the center with his sniper. Oh, but it revealed itself briefly there. Is he going to spot the sniper? Yes, he gets the counter snipe there. Nicely done by Antilles. That's job done for that sniper. And he's just going to retreat out there. Doesn't want to lose any models on the sniper. Very, very, very expensive to reinforce. Does he have healing? Does not have healing yet either. So that sniper's probably going to be out of commission now. Oh, no, he'll probably bring it back in, but it's very risky to do so. It's almost certainly going to lose one model. If not the entire squad at that amount of health. Now until he's making a play for both sides of the map, going left and right. He's got concepts setting up sandbags here on this fuel point, which is a pretty good idea, making it very tough for his opponent to approach. But also, if he's approaching from this angle, which is his most likely angle of approach, his opponent really can't take cover. So it's a really nice angle on those sandbags for Antilles. But he has split his forces here, so maybe he's going to be in a bit of trouble on both sides. Up against LMG Gren and a second Gren here, so... And he's... Oh, he retreated early there. He probably should have stuck around and completed the cap. And now he's going to have no fuel income once again. This is a tough situation for Antilles for sure. Oh, that's a fresh sniper for PaoJ. Interesting choice. Personally, I probably wouldn't go for a sniper right now. I'd wait until my opponent had fielded his light vehicle and I killed it. So if he'd, if he'd gone for a T-70, I probably would have waited. I mean, it's fair enough to build it at the start, but now he's got to worry about the threat of Antilles sniper and again the Antilles light vehicles. So many opportunities Antilles has to try and kill his sniper quite easily. It's a bit risky going for a sniper at this point, I feel. Oh, and those pioneers go down for no good reason right there. A bit of inattentiveness. PaoJ probably too busy trying to micro sniper. He has gone for Blitzkrieg, so he's a man after my own heart, and I always run this commander myself. Generally, I mean, I like using it against US forces. It's really good if you're in a tough spot and you're pinned in and you don't think you can tick up to tier 3. So you just field the command tank and 2 packs and then see what you can do from there. Similar to mobile defense, but you actually get the student close air support in the late game, which is really good for turning engagements to your favour if you can manage to save that 200 munitions, that is, which can be a challenge as austere, especially if you're behind.
We are losing a sector.
So Antilles continues to have very little map control. PaoJ's really controlled the last 2 minutes or so. And that's causing Antilles a lot of issues. Jill hasn't put down his tech structure either. Only got 1 comm engineer. I guess I missed one of his comm engineers going down. So if he does want to build that structure, he will have to send the squad back. This stage, I mean, if I was him, I may be thinking about just going for the Lend-Lease and trying to spam out a couple M4C Shermans. Looks like PaoJ did spot that mine going down. Maybe he's going to try to use attack ground with the pack to try and clear it. No, he's actually just going to shoot those comm engineers with his pack. Finally making plays, coming across to his side of the map now, getting control of his fuel, at the same time controlling his opponent's fuel. Look at the VP situation. We already see Antilles behind by close to 150 VPs, which is not where you want to be as allies in the early game, really. But we see a second sniper coming out from Antilles. Interesting choice. Makes me think maybe he's going for advanced warfare. No, okay, that's advanced warfare. I was thinking that might be armored assault. You know, might be doing a Paul style strategy where you go for multiple snipers and then armored assault. So we see some Panzer Grenadiers for PaoJ, and it's a pretty good map for Panzer Grenadiers, honestly. Can force quite a lot of medium range engagements where they can really shine.
We have an isolated sector. The enemy has cut off a sector.
Oh, snipers in here trying to get it. I mean, conscripts here trying to get a flank on that squad, maybe try and finish them off on retreat, but instead has to worry about this second squad. But luckily the squad's on negative cover, so they're taking a lot of damage until he does end up winning that engagement. Not surprising, honestly. But hey, that's the it's negative cover for you. It's always troublesome. Don't think Antilles has range to throw a Molotov to here. Perhaps if he had those extended Molotov range bulletins he would, but it doesn't really matter. He's got 2 snipers here. Incendiary round activated by his MG, but that's gonna go down there. Nice pickup for Antilles. He needed that. He needed something. Ooh! Mine almost wipes out those P-greens there. Lucky. Seems like this patch mines have been causing a lot more wipes. There's just regular Soviet and well, just everybody's. All the allied factions mines seem to be wiping squads. Devastating effectiveness these days. Still no tick for Antilles, and that makes me think maybe he's not going to go with any tier 3 units now, because if he was going to, probably should have Started construction on that a while ago. Looks like he did kill another pioneer squad, maybe? Maybe. Did PaoJ lose 2 pioneers? No, just the one. Oh, he's lost 2 snipers though. Did I miss another sniper going down? Wow. So quite a few wipes for PaoJ. So Antillies, despite being behind on map control up to this point, seems to be in a good spot for wipes. Army size though, still pretty similar. That being said, Antillies has banked quite a lot of manpower here, in fact quite a lot of resources in general. And if Antillies does decide to go with Lend-Lease, he will counter that command tank pretty effectively with those Lend-Lease shims. They are quite strong against the command tank. Kind of like how the Easy 8 is quite strong against the command tank.
Reconnaissance Stuka, fueled and ready to fly.
Okay, so 222 for PaoJ, extremely late 222, but he's going for some sniper hunting and he's probably going to spot them here. Antillies, he does have AT grenades already ticked up, so that's good for Antillies. And the 222 does absolutely nothing to the snipers there. Wow, this thing is a piece of luggage sometimes. It's supposed to have that increased accuracy against snipers. Couldn't land a single shot there. It used to be a lot better when you had the option of being 221 or 222. And in the 221 format, it was a lot more effective at chasing down snipers. Without the autocannon upgrade. Well, there goes the engine of the 222. But it's still alive, so it's going to back away for some repairs. Unfortunately, PaoJ has no pioneers. So that's the next thing he's got to make. And did he lose another grenadier there? I think he did. And oh, Antillies actually going for shock rifle, bringing in a KV-8. I don't see that that often these days. Doesn't have quite the same devastating effect it had a while ago. A short while ago, really. Wow, 2 penetrating shots from the P4 on the frontal armor of the KV-8. That's a rare sight. It has pretty rubbish penetration, honestly. He's quite good against infantry, though. Grenadier's in a bit of trouble here. Sniper picking away at them. What is he doing? He's gonna lose his squad if he doesn't retreat. Ooh, he could still lose it. No. Didn't quite manage to line up their shot there. Okay, we're seeing tactical movement here. PaoJ, rare sight. I often forget to use this ability as Blitzkrieg, honestly, because I always think it costs more than it does, but 40 munitions. Oh no! Cancel that. Here come the snipers in a lot of trouble with the P4 command tank chasing them down. But he should probably just go deep on this. Oh man, he stopped here for no reason. That's the thing about the command tank. You can actually take 2 AT grenades and not get engine damage because of that defensive buff it has. Increases its effective HP by 20 or 25%, so you can actually take 2 AT grenades and not get engine damage. So that was a green light to chase down this final sniper, and if he had done so, he'd be in a much better position right now. Still picking up one sniper, definitely good, but that was a golden opportunity there going begging for PaoJ. That being said, PaoJ still seems to be in a pretty good situation in terms of map control. Antilles down to only 278 VPs to PaoJ's 450, so despite suffering quite a few wipes, Antilles still struggling for map control. Looks like Antilles, he's still alright. I don't think he suffered many wipes.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
He's lost, yeah, one sniper, one comm engineer, one conscript. It's definitely less than PaoJ. Okay, he's side-ticking to tier 2 to get a this, I imagine. Which means he's just going to be saving up for the IS-2, which is not too far away in terms of fuel. Well, I suppose his fuel income is 13. It's a very long time, but... Uh-oh, 222's found a window of opportunity here on the sniper. Pop smoke, though. Doesn't want to take an AT grenade and go down. Not much to follow up on that AT grenade, though. Apart from the KV-8, which is otherwise engaged here. Command tank's doing some work here. 11 kills already. So Antilles finally managed to reconnect his fuel here. Because he kind of needs that IS-2 now. PaoJ, he's got a lot of fuel in the bank, may consider ticking up now. He did do this tick to Battle Phase 2 or Tier 3 quite a long time ago. And usually if you're going for Blitzkrieg, you do just tick all the way to Tier 4. Using that command tick to try and bridge the gap. Make your way towards Tier 4. PaoJ still hasn't fielded himself Pioneers, and that's going to be a real issue as command tank's getting very low. Luckily the Antilles hasn't managed to find a spot to AT grenade, otherwise it would have been out of commission for quite a while now. Ooh, suicides the 222 to try and get a really good too close air support right on top of Antilles' base. Antilles needs to get out of this circle. You see here. In fact, he's got a lot of stuff in this circle. This could be devastating. Already done a lot of damage to the KV-8, and this thing's trying to limp to safety, but rather slowly. He's got damaged engine. Oh, there it goes. Still got one more strafe to come as well. Luckily a sniper's out of its area, but still got a squad or two that could be targeted by these planes. And that is also one good feature of stick close air support. It gives you a lot of map control because your opponent usually has to back away a long way and get a lot of time to grab control of the map. Which is exactly what PaoJ has done. He's got most of the map under his control. Once again, until he's struggling for map control this game. I'm surprised he hasn't just stuck a squad in one of these garrisons here, and like an MG and just garrison here, and that would have made things a lot tougher for PaoJ to maneuver around. Still does have that stolen MG42, but that's in a weird spot, honestly. Oh, tactical movement here, trying to chase after the sniper. Looks like that's going to get away to safety though. That's actually pretty good usage of tactical movement, trying to chase down a sniper, kind of like sprint on... Oh, what's that on? Encirclement doctrine, which is also good for countering sniper play. Until he's he keeps making plays harassing his opponent's fuel, but he really needs to concentrate on capping his own fuel. PaoJ has plenty of fuel in the bank right now. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen him. Okay, now he actually has ticked up to tier 4 and now he's putting that down. So Antilles, he's really going to make some plays. Oh, and he's going to retreat through his own incendiary barrage. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Finally fielding some shock troops here. Oh, this is well overdue.
Territory is out of contact. The enemy has
smoke grenade, good choice. Probably shouldn't be charging through it though. Into 2 LMG greens and Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, but he gets the white. Look at that grenade, disgusting. Oh, uh-oh, tactical movement, closing in on the sniper here. But a couple of LMG bursts, not really connecting there. Lucky for Antilles. I'm surprised he didn't drop a model there. PaoJ finally repaired his P4 command tank. Not to full though, so it does take AT grenade. It will be receiving a damaged engine once again. Until he's finally getting some VP control, but this is he's very far behind right now in terms of VPs. And that's bad because PaoJ's got tier 4, so he can bring out those Panthers to counter the IS-2. He's in a pretty good spot right now. I mean, God, a Panther with P4 command tank aura. I mean, those things are so strong.
Sector has been cut off.
When did this go off? That was the Talon mine. I mean, I don't see any vehicle wrecks here until he's actually hasn't fielded any. Oh, he fielded KV-8. Maybe that ran over it. Oh well, anyway, back to the action. Conscripts taking a lot of damage from the P4 command tank, but that's backing away. It's well aware that there are some disc guns in the near vicinity. Interesting though that Antilles has only got one of these on prioritized vehicles.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, that's going to be a nasty one. MG was so clumped up there. Oh. This could be a good window opportunity here for Antilles. Put some damage on this note. There's T-guns burping out there. Alright, here they come. He gets inch damage on it, but doesn't manage to connect with any resist gunshots. Probably should have predicted that he's going to come around this way and pre-face his AT guns in that direction. I mean, he wouldn't have killed it, but would have got it to under half. So we've got the IS-2 on the field now, but at the same time we've also got a Panther, so until he's rather poor fuel control up until this point. He's really not netted him there, not done any favours. Still, an IS-2 is an IS-2, very strong tank, very good at wiping squads on the rando tip. So we'll see if we can get some more wipes with that bad boy, and maybe find his way back into this game. Very far behind on VPs, and still having just a dreadful time holding on to his cutoff here. As I was saying at the start of the game, this thing's so hard to hold on to, this cutoff. Really just so tough. So this gun's in a good spot shooting fire upon this Panther. A few shots actually connecting with the walls and such. Oh, but if he backs into the arc of fire here, that could be troublesome. Not today. How's the sniper doing? 14 kills. This has been on the map for quite a while though. It's probably roaming slightly less than 1 minute, I suppose. Closing in on the IS-2. IS-2's on about half health now, and back here as well. IS-2's going back away to safety. Using damage now on the Panther. This gun's being brought up for support. We've got the MG in a good spot. This is what I was saying. Put it in a garrison here in the centre and do miracles. Command tank feeling bold, but he's actually using a Zis gun barrage on it for some reason. He's just shooting at it. IS-2 comes back in, and that's going to be a full retreat for PaoJ. Antillies similarly has to back away with this IS-2. Probably needs to get another squad of comm engineers. You know, look, just as I was saying that, he does so. Because he does have one squad with Vet 2, which does give them the increased repair speed, but if you got a heavy tank, definitely need 2 squads to repair them. Unless you're hopefully get the increase your repair speed and perhaps the truck as well.
Line detectors have arrived to help us avoid unpleasant.
So this is where Antilles could be in trouble. PaoJ has the opportunity to get another Panther now. And 2 Panthers with 1 IS-2. It's going to be tough, even with 2 Zis guns for support. As I was saying, this command tank aura makes those Panthers very, very durable. IS-2 may find itself outgunned, and this is a good time for Antilles to try to get some mines down, but quite a lot of sweepers around, so I'm not sure how successful those mines will be. It doesn't have much munitions either. Probably actually needs to save that munitions for AT grenades. But yeah, I don't know if he can win this without a tank running over the mine, honestly. Maybe if he gets a couple of lucky IS-2 wipes. Ooh, nice shot there from the IS-2, but here comes the Panther. PaoJ has managed to save up enough for a stick plus their support strafe. Loiter, so imagine he's waiting for the right opportunity to pop that bad boy. So he has been doing a bit better in terms of VP control in the last couple of minutes. Seems to be closing the distance there slightly. I think that's largely helped by this MG covering the centre. IS-2's taking a bit of damage. Here comes the Panther and the command tanks. This gun's in a good spot here though. Needs to focus down on this Panther. IS-2's trying to back away. Panther takes a couple volleys to the rear armor, but here comes too close air support, focusing down on the Zis guns. They're taking a lot of damage here. So he needs to get those out of there ASAP. Nothing else in the arc of fire there. Hopefully he gets those out of there before the second pass comes through. Don't want to lose that veterancy on them. Doesn't really afford you much of Vet 1. No, of course, tracking's not.
Combat engineers are standing by.
that great. Oh no, down goes one of the Ziskas. Luckily though it was the Vet 1 run rather than the Vet 2 one, which Vet 2 gains increased I don't know what weapon control is, but increased rate of fire, which is really important for the Zis gun because its rate of fire is not as good as the pack, for instance, or the 6-pounder. Or in fact, it's probably the worst rate of fire of any AT gun. Not sure how it compares to the Raketin.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
So, PaoJ splitting his forces. He's got a lot of infantry on this side and all of his tanks on this side. Now he does have those 2 Panthers, and this is what I was saying. So he's just now going to have a lot of trouble against 2 Panthers buffed up by the P4 command tank aura against this lone IS-2. IS-2's feeling bold though. He's like, oh, uh-oh, I got 2 Panthers to worry about here. He's got a good positioning on his Zis guns though, so his IS-2 will get away to safety here. But now he's well aware of what's going on, and he's in a tough spot. Oh, P4 command tank's got his rear armor exposed. IS-2's feeling brave. Does manage to force those pioneers to retreat, and so that'll probably be a full disengagement from PaoJ on this side now. But 1 damaged Panther and damaged command tank. Just got to disengage now. Oh, comes to URN trying to get a damaged engine on this P4 command tank, perhaps. Looks like they're having trouble closing the distance. Yep, here it comes. IS-2's nearby, but IS-2, I don't think it's a good idea to try and engage here. It's still got 2 Panthers. Also a pack gun, so he's rather late to react to that. He's got to rely on this IS-2's frontal armor here. In fact, the Panther misses. Here comes the second. No, second Panther's disengaging. Not on prioritized vehicles. Shoots at his squad instead. This takes gets crew stunned, and looks like there will be a full disengagement on both sides. Kind of lucky for Antillies there. Panther missing its shot and also receiving a crew shot. Also, PaoJ slightly mismicroing his Panther there, not putting it on prioritized vehicles, and ended up shooting a squad over here instead of at the tank.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So now we've got a lot of repairs needing to go down on both sides. Antilles has got a lot of fuel in the bank. Doesn't really have anything to spend it on at this point. Might be an idea to try tick up to tier 3 and start pumping out some SU-76s, which do perform quite well against PaoJ's current unit composition. Probably wouldn't recommend going for the SU-85. It's just not very good. Honestly, it's just not very good. So he has managed to set up a triple cap whilst this has been going on. It looks like he did kill one of those grenadiers, which was down here, which did drop that MG42, which is now in the hands of this P-Green squad. Ooh, we got a tripwire flare there. Nice. Nice to see that somewhat underutilized ability. They do take a long time to put down. Which is probably for the best, because otherwise players would just spam a whole group of them and just get squad wiped. Panther's back up to full health. IS-2's not quite. Looks like Antilles trying to set up an ambush with these Zis guns using their camouflage ability. Ambitious. And look how slowly they move. These aren't Raketins, they don't gain a buff to their camouflage move speed with veterancy. Oh, this gun's in a good spot here. command tank's taking a lot of damage, but so is the IS-2. Oops. IS-2 desperately trying to get away. Panthers considering chasing, but still those two Zis guns in a good spot, which are shooting at a Pioneer squad instead of the Panther. Panthers repositioning. It's going through the center here. Oh, but it wipes that Vet 3 Combat Engineer squad, and that's going to really slow down the Antilles repairs on this IS-2. There's this Vet squad as well, so it's going to lose that repair speed bonus. Crushing blow, considering his IS-2 is so badly damaged right now. It's going to put the IS-2 out of commission for quite a long time. Interesting to see a rather late game mortar here for PaoJ, but that's not a terrible idea against double AT guns. Probably, honestly, I'd go for a Panzerwerfer if he can fit into his pocket. 12, no he cannot. Like, oh well, he would have been able to if he didn't go for the mortar. In fact, he's actually doing it. I didn't even see that coming in. This thing is a white machine these days, so strong. I think the only reason you're not seeing more threads like Nerf Panzerwerfer is because it's so hard to take to tier 4 in the first place, but this thing is so strong, wipes so easily. In fact, okay, no, he cannot fit that Panzerwerfer into his pop cap because of this mortar. I think that was a mistake getting the mortar instead of the Panzerwerfer. Because yeah, Panzerwerfer barrage at close range could easily clear both these Zis guns. PaoJ does have another Stu close air support saved up, so he's just waiting for a good opportunity to let that loose. Now that could be game once that happens. Antilles has managed to close the gap though. This is pretty much level pegging right now. PaoJ has invested so much into vehicles, his capping power is somewhat diminished. And Antilles' good Zis gun positioning has kept those tanks honest. So he hasn't been able to make the most of them up until this point. This gun's approaching with camo, but do get revealed there. Find a good line on the Panther, but in comes Stu close air support. Oh, but it kills his own squad in the building. Oh god. Oh god. What can you even say about that? This gun's also in a really good position once again for Antilles, doing a lot of damage, in fact wiping that P4 command tank. Panther's going deep. IS-2 still in the arc of fire of these two close air support planes, taking a lot of damage. In fact it's received crew shock here. Looks like it's received crew shock. Doesn't matter though. This Panther has to disengage. The second one's coming in now. It's trying to finish the job on the IS-2. Antilles still has enough fuel. Another one. Oh, takes engine damage. Oh, the shot bounces. Oh my god. PaoJ's going to try to continue the chase. He pops smoke, try and avoid taking Zis gun shots. One Zis does get cleared by the mortar. Panther's continuing the chase here. IS-2 needs to keep backing away. Oh, but the Panther misses his shot. Oh my god. Now the Panther's trying to back away to safety. A third Panther coming in from PaoJ. He cancelled that Panzerwerfer. Mortar's done a lot of damage. In fact, both these Zis guns are going to be cleared until he's in that chaos. Just forgot about these Zis guns. With both of them cleared, that's a devastating blow. He's got no way of keeping his IS-2 safe now. Should be his #1 priority, but he's also got another #1 priority. Getting some VPs under his control. Luckily he's not suffering under a triple cap, but things are getting very close on the VP counter now. The sniper's still alive, up to 25 kills now. So that's, I mean, it's pretty good for Antilles. Oh, looks like PaoJ killed one of these Zis guns. But like, that's what Antilles should be investing in instead of another conscript squad. He needs another Zis gun, otherwise it's going to stand absolutely no chance against the 3 Panthers. And honestly, I think if PaoJ kept both those Panthers in a group there, he definitely would have picked up the IS-2. Instead he's seen them in one by one, and that's why Antilles managed to force them back. Well, also Antilles got super lucky with the Panthers bouncing and missing. Oh, Antilles did tick up to tier 3 at some point, but I don't think we've seen him field any vehicles from that as of yet. Oh, and Panthers get a wipe there. Pretty rare to see Panthers killing a squad with their main gun. Quite bad against infantry. They do have the pistols though. All 3 of them. PaoJ has had excellent munitions control this game. That's one thing you really want to avoid against austere opponent which has stick close air support. It's getting pretty close to being able to afford another one of those. So now Antilles has got to deal with 3 Panthers with just one IS-2 and one Zis gun. Going to be massively outgunned here. This gun's in a pretty good spot, but I mean this is 3 Panthers, and IS-2's getting caught up on this flag here. Oh, it's just so bad. Well, I don't know why PaoJ's disengaging here. He could just dive on this so easily. Once again, PaoJ's conservative play, perhaps not serving him well here. Now he's, I mean, once again he's sending in those Panthers one by one instead of just one big united front. And that's really what's keeping Antilles in the game right now. But PaoJ does have a lot of pioneer squads, so he will be able to repair that up pretty quickly. Probably just backed it over to here to here with the squad. So he's going to back it all the way to base, but there's nothing at base. Aren't any pioneer squads? Okay, he's going to retreat the squad to repair it. Oh, in comes too close air support. Oh, and it gets a crew shock on the IS-2 and damaged engine. Okay, that's dead. So he has enough fuel, but doesn't have enough manpower to build himself another IS-2. Down goes the IS-2. It's too close. He's working his magic there, and that's really because PaoJ has managed to hold on to this munitions for a decent spell this game.
The Panther has arrived from the fatherland.
There's 4 Panthers now. I mean, I suppose I can't really blame them because Stern Panthers just kind of a bit rubbish. Broombeard, it's just kind of rubbish. It's supposed to be a tier 4 anti-infantry option, but Panthers with a Pinto is pretty good against infantry anyway. And it's not like Antilles has any infantry-based AT. He doesn't have guards, and he doesn't even have a Zis gun anymore. So there's not much he can do against these Panthers, honestly. Looks like he's got to try to save up enough manpower for another IS-2, but without the support of Zis guns, it's not going to be very successful. Honestly, at this point, I think Antilles would be a lot better just investing in a mass of resist guns. I mean, if you see your opponent with 4 Panthers, you got to figure that he's going to be light on infantry, so you don't need IS-2, you just need resist guns. And Antillies already probably got an infantry army advantage here, so he should be able to deal with whatever PaoJ managed to field in terms of infantry. The only thing he would have to worry about is stick close support, but PaoJ is nowhere near that. He just used one recently.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Look at this.
Attempting to steal our sector.
Really, I think this is the only time I've ever seen anybody at a high level of play get 4 Panthers in a 1v1. It's such a rare sight. Racing around the field, Hundle mounts mincing any squads, and Antilles indeed. Kind of a late reaction, but now investing all his manpower into Zis guns.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, shock troops probably going to go down here. Oh, maybe not. Until he's down to a very low amount of PVs now. PaoJ looks like he's going to set up triple cap. Nope, until he's just trying to dodge wherever the Panthers are.
Are securing our territory.
So he needs to be a bit quicker on these retreats. He's affording PaoJ plenty of chances to get wipes on the squads. He's lost 2 squads now to these masses of Panthers. Oh, here we go. Panthers trying to find a sniper, instead running into these Zis guns. Just going to try to surround them and gun them down with pintle mount fire. Having a lot of success, honestly, and it's going to be game. So I feel like Antilles was kind of trying to focus left and right a bit too much. Cost him a lot of fuel and map control in the early game. Probably should have focused center. And one probably left. Probably would have been a bit better for him in the early game. But he managed to hold on in the mid-game pretty effectively. I'm just going to move away from that plane noise. Pretty effectively in the mid-game through good Zis positioning, but ultimately that was not enough. PaoJ got all the way to tier 4, started fielding a bevy of vehicles from there in conjunction with the extremely strong super close air support. Finished off Antilles there. Anyway guys, we'll wrap on that. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.